sit back and relax. That's right. You're listening to The Bob and Katie Show.
Welcome, everybody, to The Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob. So, I'm getting old.
Yep.
Celebrated the big 3-0 this past weekend.
Dirty 30.
Dirty 30. Thank you for the birthday. It was pretty awesome. The shirt you got me was awesome. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
We dropped the kids off. Had a good night here at home. You know, a lot of people, when they turn 30, just want to go out and just party. I just wanted to hang out. I'm tired, man. Like, with everything we got going on.
I know, I'm like, I don't even hardly ever want to go out and do anything. Like, my idea of a fun time is like, get a babysitter for the kids, and I want to sit on the couch and just watch TV without being interrupted. That's my idea of a good time.
So is it sad that, like, for my 30th birthday, I just wanted to just, like, not do anything?
No. This is your first birthday since we had twins. We've been tired. I've been so tired.
Maybe on my 31st birthday, we'll rock it out like it was my 30th birthday.
Yeah.
So.
We'll just pretend.
But, you know, I wouldn't.
There's always 40.
I wasn't the first one to make it to that big 3-0.
Shut your face.
Are you telling me you don't feel the signs? Like, I'm feeling it now. Like, I got these little gray hairs popping up in my beard.
Oh my God, I have so much gray hair. Sometimes
I wake up in the morning and, like, I'll walk around and I'll be like, man, when did I go bowling? Like, my arms and muscles just hurt.
You have, like, those weird random muscle pains. It's like, oh my God, I blow dried my hair yesterday and now I'm freaking sore.
Well, I mean, I don't have to blow dry my hair too often, but, like, I just get sore sometimes.
I went grocery shopping, now my back hurts.
And I sit down and I'm like, I didn't do anything yesterday. Like, I went to work, but I don't have a really, like, I don't have a labor intensive job. I mean, sometimes I have to, like, pick up heavy things, but I'm like, nothing repetitive, you know?
It happens to me, like, I think it's just from picking up 2 almost 20-pound babies all day, every day. I have a lot of back pain from that. But, like, okay, I'm 32 now, so I hit my 30s 2 years ago, and it's not so much that turning 30 made me feel old. It was having kids. Like, once I had kids, like, it aged me. It aged me a lot. Like, I'm so exhausted.
You know how I knew I was starting to get old?
How?
Did you hear my throat?
Yeah, I did.
I hate that I was so far away from the mic. That would have been a great sound effect. Is that I always have Tums in the house now. Like, that's something old people do, right? It's like,
we stocked up on Tums whenever I was pregnant. I know I have, like, containers of Tums all around the house because I used to eat them like candy.
Well, I know, like, when I was younger, if I got heartburn, I would go buy some Tums. And now it's like I'm in Walmart and I'm like, I better go ahead and get some Tums. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with me.
Just in case.
I'm getting old. Old Bob. But, on the upside, I still look pretty dang good, I think.
I think you're a sexy man beast.
Sexy man beast Bob. I think it's gonna be the title.
I love being in my 30s. Like, I think, for me, it was very freeing. Because I think there's so many expectations of things that you need to accomplish.
In your 20s?
Yeah, in your 20s, there's so much that goes on.
You hit your 30s and you was like, screw it, I'm done.
No, it was like, okay, I'm in my 30s now. It's like, this is who I am. There's just not as much pressure as in your 20s. Being in shape, for example.
Rounds of shape? I got lots of shape.
Like, not that
I got more than one shape.
Not that I'm not trying to be in shape, because I am. In fact, I just started working out again since having the babies.
How's that going? Yeah, I know you're doing it when I'm at work.
Well, I mean, I had started running a little bit a few months ago. I even did my first 5K.
From the kids? Oh, wait, okay, yeah.
I did my first 5K back in May. But no, like, actually, like, dedicated workouts, like, not running. I just started this late last week.
Yeah, you told me. I was jealous. I mean, not of working out. I'm like, I'm not jealous you're working out. I'm jealous that, like, I want to have that motivation.
Motivation isn't my problem. Like, I will work out every single day. I just can't diet. You ask me, like, not to eat crap, and I'm like, I can't do it. I cannot do it, but I will work out. Oh my gosh.
Katie's like, hair, diet. I'm like, food, no diet.
Yeah, today.
Gotta cover them gray hairs, baby. Cover them up.
I was working out today, and like, as soon as I got started, I got like this cramp in my hamstring, like up the back of my leg and like into my butt muscle. Like I had just started, and I was like, oh God, I'm getting old. Like, I'm so out of shape since having babies and spending 10 weeks on bed rest. I'm like, I have no muscles anymore.
I get it. You're doing better than me, though. I could be sitting in a chair, and I'll just be like, I think I'm going to go work out. And I get a Charlie horse. I don't even get out of the chair. I'm like, oh, God.
It about killed my motivation, but I was like, no, I'm very self-motivated at certain things. I was like, I'm going to suck it up. I'm just going to suffer through it. And I did a 45-minute workout.
Well, you know what they say. No pain, no gain.
Yeah, I guess. I've actually gained like 2 pounds since I started working out. So, I mean, is that what that's about? It's like water retention. My muscles are sore.
No, I'm really proud of you, though. Seriously.
Thanks.
You're doing a great job. A lot of people couldn't do what you do. I come home. I'm always surprised. The house is clean. The kids are alive.
It was a good day.
It was a good day. It was a good day.
Especially if I showered.
Play that song by Ice Cube. So, I wonder if there's anybody that'll get that reference. I hope so, because that was good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's somebody out there. The people that listen to this, somebody.
You're not going to tell me?
He just did a song. It's a good day. It was old rap song. I'll play it for you after the show. I really couldn't have thought of a better segue into the stuff you have planned than No Pain, No Gain. So I'm just going to push you into it now.
I guess I'll take over from here. So we had a discussion a little while back, and we were talking about sayings and phrases, like weird sayings, and just being curious of the origin of where some of these come from. So I looked into it, and I looked up some, and I picked out some of my favorites that we're going to talk about. So this is the educational episode of the Bob and Katie Show. You might learn something.
Before we do, I just want to say thank you. A lot of time I do. Why am I saying so much? I got out of that habit a while back. A guy that I worked with, I had to talk in front of a bunch of people, and after it was over, he goes, "Hey Bob, I think you said 17 times." I was like,
It's
what?
one of those things like you don't realize you do it unless somebody points it out.
You did it a lot last episode. I had to edit it.
I know it's weird because I know that I say it some. But I don't think that I'm one to say it like, some people will say it like every few words and it's just out of habit. And I don't think that I do that. But yeah, like, I don't know. I think I was really tired.
It's like a filler.
It's like my brain was moving really slow and I was just having to go, like to fill in the space.
But like, we're supposed to be
gaps.
doing a podcast, not having like but that thing where people sit Indian style and they're like, meditation. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No more ums. Let's work on it. Maybe we'll play a game. The rest of the show, one of the things, the other person punch the other person.
I'm probably not even going to realize.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
All right. So, as I was looking up these sayings and phrases and stuff, one of the weirdest ones to me, this is the first one, I thought was so weird. It's, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
What?
Have you ever heard that before? I've heard it before. I've never personally used it. But it means hang on to your valuable things when you're getting rid of unnecessary things. You know what I mean?
Who the hell throws their baby out with the bathwater?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, was this a problem way back when? Because this originates, I believe, from around like the 1500s, like a long time ago. Okay. And what it was back then, most people only bathed once a year. And like a whole family would use this same tub full of water. And what it was like the man of the house would go first, and then
that's like the worst possible way to
right. I know, like I'm like you should totally let the girls go first. They're not as dirty. But yeah, the man of the house.
I don't know. Girls can be pretty gross.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess anybody's gonna be gross after not bathing for a year.
Yeah.
Like I feel gross if I skip a day. So I honestly could not imagine not bathing for a year. But yeah, so the man of the house would go first, followed by any other males. then all the women, and the baby would be last.
The one that you should be most worried about.
I know. I'm like, these poor
So
little,
do you think,
little babies.
like, one time, like, the baby went last and, like, they was like, ooh, let's throw the baby out.
It's like, yeah, like the water would be so dirty, like.
You can't see the baby?
Like, I guess that was, like, was this a problem? Like, the water was so dirty you didn't know the baby was still in there?
Meredith, where's the baby? I don't know. I didn't have the baby.
Last time I saw him, he was in the bathtub. I dumped the water out and I can't find him. He's gone.
Yeah, I took the
Like,
water. I don't know what
I wonder, where did they dump out the bathtub water? Like, do you just dump it in the yard?
Oh, out the window, right on the street. Absolutely. That's how they did it.
See, like, how many babies got just chunked out the window with the bath water that this saying became that popular? Like, I've always thought it was a really, really weird saying.
Maybe at this point we should move on, because I don't really know any more ways
It's just weird.
Make throwing babies out with water funny.
It's just weird. Okay.
I'm an amateur comedian. I'm not prepared for this sort of situation.
So another one that and this is a saying that I'm sure everybody has heard, and I've never said it myself because I guess I didn't understand fully not what it meant. I knew what it meant, but I just thought it was so weird. And that's, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
I don't know. What's a gift horse?
I'm going to explain it to you. Okay. So horses' gums recede as they age. So the older the horse is, the longer their teeth will look because their gums recede. Okay. So a common way to inspect a horse's worth is to check its mouth. You could see, if it was an old fart or not.
Old what?
An old fart.
Oh, okay. I thought you said old fart or not. I was like, I don't know what kind of horse that is.
So if you...
Hey, Brian, bring that old fart or not over here.
So if you received a horse as a gift and immediately went and checked its gums to see, like, how valuable, because obviously a younger horse would be more valuable than a really old one. So that's what it means. Like, it's rude that, if you receive a gift and you're inquiring about its worth.
So if somebody if somebody comes up and they're like, hey Bob, I know you read comic books and I had this sitting around the house, you can have it. And I immediately pull up eBay and I'm like, how much is this thing worth?
This thing isn't worth crap. Here, you can take it back. That's pretty much the same concept. But yeah, I always thought it was so weird. So let's see. So, those were like my favorites, like the weirdest ones that I thought of. Another one that, and this one I truly never knew the origin behind it. It's pleased as punch. I've heard this saying before, but I always imagined like punch, like at a party, like the beverage, like that's a happy.
That's what I thought. Is that not what it is?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I was really surprised to find out the meaning of this, and it originates. I mean, obviously the meaning is to be happy. Okay. The meaning comes from the puppet show back from like the 17th century, Punch and Judy. The little puppet show, do you know what I'm talking about? Okay.
No, I wasn't around in the 1700s.
No, well, I didn't know if you'd ever heard of it. I'd heard of it before.
It's not like I was walking around like trying to dodge fleas, taking a shower once a year, looking at puppet shows. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Okay.
Sorry. I don't know nothing about Punch and Judy. I mean, I punched that one girl in the eye one time because I thought spiders were on her, but her name wasn't Judy.
Okay. It was a puppet show.
Okay, puppet show.
Back from the 17th century that, would be performed like out for like in the street or whatever for the kids. Okay. And basically this is kind of a rundown. Punch is the guy, Judy is the wife. Okay.
Punch is his name.
Yeah, it's his name.
Oh, Punch and Judy.
Yeah.
I thought you said Punch and Judy. I was like, man, this is violent.
Like punching? Well, yeah. Okay, so basically Punch kills his infant child. Then Punch.
Did you read these before you decided?
Yeah, let me tell. This is what is so disturbing about this saying.
Right. Here we go, round 2, dead babies. Let's see if we can make this funny.
No, and then Punch punches Judy until she dies. Then Punch goes to prison and escapes using a golden key.
I see how this is funny.
Then he kills doctors, lawyers, and hangman. He kills death, as in like the Grim Reaper death. Then it ends as he kills the devil. And Punch like gets off on all this killing, and it makes him happy. So, hence the phrase, pleased as Punch. Is that not, like, crazy? There's somebody listening to this that has said that saying before, and is like, oh my god, I didn't know what that means.
So, if somebody walks up to you, and they just go, I'm happy as Punch.
No, it's pleased as Punch.
I'm pleased as Punch. You're gonna be like, this son of a gun has just killed somebody.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I've never heard it used that way. It's always like, you know, some little old lady, you know, saying she's pleased as Punch. Oh, I'm pleased as Punch to see you, or something like that. I don't know. I can't recall the last time I heard that, but yeah, it's...
I hope somebody says it to me one day so I can just go, you know that guy went around killing people, right? Punch was a guy's name. Who you been killing?
Yeah, I had no clue that that's where that saying originated from, and that's like, it's shocking. I'm like, oh my god.
If anybody ever
Like,
yells...
who started saying that? Like, somebody saw this puppet show out wherever and went home and was like, oh, I'm pleased as Punch. And like, it became a thing.
Yeah.
Like, how did this catch on? I don't understand it.
So I think if anybody ever says, pleased as Punch, you should immediately walk away.
Yeah.
You just walk away. Just leave. Hey, I'm pleased as Punch. Hey, I'm out of here.
You weirdo. Okay.
I'm going home.
On to the next one.
Don't follow me.
Okay, this is a very popular one. To give the cold shoulder. You know, like, to be mean to somebody.
Sure.
Okay? And it really means, like, okay, today it's considered as rude. You're being mean to somebody to give them the cold shoulder. But it was actually regarded as a polite gesture in medieval England. After a feast, the host would let his guests know it was time to leave by giving them a cold piece of meat from the shoulder of beef, mutton, or pork. So it's kind of like, party's over, here's a cold slab of meat, get out. But no, it was like a kind gesture, like, you know, here's your parting gift.
So, like, I think we should bring that back.
Like, next time we have friends over,
a party,
like, send them on their
if
way.
If someone starts getting out of hand, just, like, give them a piece of meat and be like, sorry, you're off the island. You gotta go. Here's a piece of meat.
Like, time for you to leave.
Can we just do jerky? Can we just get somebody, like, a beef stick and be like, here's your jerky. You gotta go home now.
Pretty like, I went to a party at Bob and Katie's house, and they passed out beef jerky to everybody as they left. It was so weird.
It's like when you watch those shows. What is it, like The Bachelor, and he hands out like the roses. Yeah. Except it's like the opposite.
Like, here's your beef jerky.
Here's your beef jerky.
Sorry, it's not cold.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Anyway, okay. Another saying, go cold turkey. Like when you quit. A lot of people use this in reference to like quitting smoking. Mm-hmm. Oh, I went cold turkey, or like quitting anything. Which I don't know. It's kind of strange. What the history behind it is that people believe that during withdrawal, the skin of drug addicts became translucent, hard to the touch, and covered with goosebumps, like the skin of a plucked turkey. And that's where that saying came from. To go cold turkey. So it's like, you really resemble a plucked turkey.
Okay. Why?
What do you say? What do you
I mean, like, I can't say anything about it. God, I'm an amateur. But seriously, the people that are on meth, what's the deal with them scabs? Is that just from, like, scratching?
I don't know. I am the last person to talk to about
okay, so
like that. I don't know.
If there's anybody out there listening to the show,
I'm so naive.
That's a meth addict, and you're just, you're taking a break and listening to Bob.
If you're going cold turkey,
send us a private message and let us know. Let us know what them scabs is about, because I'm concerned.
Oh gosh,
I just don't know. Like, can we shake your hand? Should we be worried about it? Is it just from you scratching because you're nervous? Is it some? Just let me know. Let me know what them scabs are about.
All right. So the next saying I've got for you is go the whole 9 yards. Go all the way. Give it your all. The whole 9 yards. And this one, like I said, I definitely learned something on this one because I had no idea. And in my mind, like, I don't know, I think of yards, I think of football. And I'm like, 9 yards?
You need 10 yards.
Like, yeah, like that's not even a first down. What? I had no idea where the saying came from. But, okay. World War II fighter pilots received a 9-yard chain of ammunition. Okay. Therefore, when a pilot used all his ammunition on one target, he gave it the whole 9 yards.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, that's really interesting, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like 9 yards of ammunition. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be the one shot at. Anyway, moving on.
Bob is using so many yards
Isn't
of
that,
ammunition
like,
right now.
I was like, yeah, that's
He
so
is
far.
motivated.
That's so far from football. Anyway, okay. The next one is the term jaywalker. You know what a jaywalker is? You know, when you cross the street at an undesignated spot or whatever.
Okay.
Being reckless. Okay. Where it comes from is jaybirds that traveled outside of the forest into urban areas would become confused and unaware of the potential dangers in the city, like traffic. Amused by their erratic behavior, people began using the term jaywalker to describe someone who crossed the street irresponsibly. So it comes from jaybirds. Poor little jaybirds got disoriented flying all around.
Where did you find this stuff?
The internet, man. The internet. Google. All right, moving on.
All right.
Next saying, kick the bucket.
That means dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
like you die. Like, you know, like people have bucket lists, stuff you want to do before you die.
So did the baby that got thrown out with the bathwater kick the bucket? Oh. You like what I did there?
Well, I hope that the baby didn't die.
Hey, look, you're the one that's bringing up
sad.
all the dead
Let's
baby
not-
stuff.
What? I did not talk about no dead. I was talking about babies being thrown out with the bathwater. I didn't say that they got harmed in any way.
You said something about babies dying in the very next one.
Oh, Punch and Judy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look. I'm just playing off of what you brought up.
Anyway, kick
Okay,
the bucket. Kick the
Let's
bucket.
go.
Okay, this has to do with cow. Okay, so when a cow was killed at a slaughterhouse, a bucket would be placed under it while it was positioned on a pulley. Sometimes the animal's legs would kick during the adjustment of the rope, and it would literally kick the bucket before being killed. So that's kind of sad.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I don't want to talk about that anymore. It makes me sad because cows are kind of cute. Like,
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I eat
In
them.
between two soft, warm sesame seed buns
I mean, I definitely
with some
eat
cheese.
cows, but I don't want to look them in the face. Like, I don't want to think about it. Like,
That reminds you know what that reminds me of? I went to a party one time
Oh my god.
with a guy, and
Oh, this is horrible.
he was a Hispanic gentleman, and he was awesome. I love this guy to death. So anyways, we go to this party, and it's supposed to be for like I think it's like a 5-year-old. It's like a birthday party. And at first I was like, why am I going to go to a 5-year-old's party? And he goes, well, we only have the 5-year-old party for like 2 hours, and then we party. So I go there, and
So it's just an excuse for the adults to party,
just
really.
an excuse for them to party. So they're cooking, and I'm like, man, it smells good. What is this? He goes, it's goat. And I'm like, oh God, what have I done? And you know me though, I try a lot of stuff. I mean, like I have no problem trying new stuff.
So that goat kicked the bucket.
So yeah, the goat on the grill kicked the bucket for sure. So anyways, he hands me some of this goat, and I'm going to tell you what, it's delicious. It was absolutely
I'll take your
delicious.
word for it, Bob.
It was good. So we're sitting there, and he lived in an aluminum house. And anyways,
Is that relevant?
I just like saying it. Aluminum house. So from behind the aluminum house, some kids walk out. Like, I don't know, like 6 of them. And they have a goat on a leash. And I look at him, I said, Marco, like, that goat, is that a pet or is that food? And he said, see. And I was like, oh my God. Like, how does that happen? Like,
Yeah.
how do you go to your kids and go, well, it's time for, old Chuck here to kick the bucket.
Look, there was many times I've been at my grandma's house, and she was making fried chicken, and I'm like, Grandma,
Was this chicken in your yard?
did this chicken used to walk around in your yard? Because, yeah, my grandma, I'm going to say she has a farm, but she has...
Oh, tell us the story about the rabbit.
My grandma she has, or had, she doesn't have the animals that she used to have, but she used to have chickens and pigs and goats and cows, horses, all kinds of things.
E-I-E-I-O. Now,
Yeah,
tell us
she
about
had
the rabbit.
everything. And anyway, so we were up there. I think it was the last time we went, a couple years ago. And we were just outside looking at it all.
I didn't get to go.
Yeah, you didn't get to go that time. Anyway, we're outside and we're just checking out all the animals. There's lots of birds. She had peacocks. Like, she had a male and female peacock. And, we get onto the bunnies. She has a few bunnies. They're outside, but they're in cages. And, I was looking at the bunnies and I got to this one bunny. And this bunny's head
Was on backwards. Oh,
it
you're
was not
killing me with
backwards.
anticipation.
It was like sideways.
Sideways,
like,
yeah.
you know, it was like at, what is that? Night turned like 90 degrees. I'm doing it right now. Nobody can see, but I'm doing it. Like,
do it one more time. Show
yeah,
them.
like this.
Okay, there it
Yeah.
goes.
So like the bunny's head, like his ears, instead of being on the top, were on the side. Like his head was turned. And he
Like
was
he was
just-
confused.
yeah, he looked really, really confused, but it was, he was stuck that way. And like, he looked happy as could be, or she, it was a she. She looked happy as could be. Like, she hopped over and like, let me pet her. She was loving life, okay?
But yet some people wake up every day with nothing wrong with them.
Right?
Just pissed off at
Pissed
the
off
world.
with the world. But this poor little bunny. So I go inside and I'm like, Grandma, what is the deal with that bunny out there?
Why is
with
that
the
rabbit so
crooked head?"
confused looking?
And she said, oh, Matilda, she broke her neck when she was a baby. This poor rabbit fell out the cage and broke its neck, but it didn't die.
They thought
and
it was going to die, yeah.
And she said, yeah, she put it back in the cage and, you know, took care of it and everything and just waiting basically for this poor thing to die. And it never did it. It healed and its head is like sideways and it's learned to cope and like eat and drink and live with its poor little head. Like this little broke neck bunny has like, it's so funny. I have a picture of it. Like I might have to
Should we post it on the...
I will try to find the picture and post it on our Facebook page because it's the funniest but cute. I mean, the poor little thing. It's
Okay, so
cute.
we have two possible titles
Matilda
now.
the Broke Neck Bunny.
We have two possible titles for this episode now. Broke Neck Bunny.
We can't be discussing our titles with everybody.
Broke Neck Bunny.
That's top secret stuff.
They're going to see it. So
We're editing this out.
we're gonna
People don't get to hear this part of the process.
We're either gonna end it with Broke Neck Bunny or Sexy Man Beast Bob. Have we ever told the story of Sally Pug on the podcast?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so animals.
We're getting so off topic.
Whatever.
We're talking about
animals-
broke neck
yeah.
bunnies.
It's
What were we even? We were talking
I
about
don't
cows kicking the bucket. How do we
Yeah.
get from cows kicking the bucket to broke neck bunnies?
so it's amazing how animals can just have something traumatic happen
They adapt.
and they adapt. There was this little pug, the cutest little pug ever, and she lived with a family that abused her. These kids took a paperclip and stuck it.
I don't want to. I can't.
Stuck it-
I cannot hear about animals being abused. I
Stuck
can't
it-
take it.
Stuck it in her eye,
Oh my god, I can't take it.
and then left. They poured a whole bunch of food on the ground and was going to leave for like 2 weeks. And I can't remember who went and got the dog, but me and my family ended up with him, and we
So this was years ago.
Yeah, years ago,
Like
years ago.
how old were you? I remember Sally. Like this
I
was a
don't know, I was
long
young.
time ago.
It doesn't matter. But the point is, the dog only has one eye now, and we nursed it back to life. And we would put this dog in the backyard, and she was just so happy, and she would run through the yard and would turn her head sideways so that one good eye was in the middle. It was great.
Just like
And then-
Matilda the Broke Neck Bunny. She had to adapt.
I also had a another dog, and it was massive. It was it was Boxer mixed with Massive. It was a huge dog. It was like a bear, and he fell in love with this little pug, and they loved each other. And then one day, he tried to take the love to the next level.
Oh.
So he puts his paw around her to hold her still, because she was a girl and he was a boy.
Yeah, I've witnessed this firsthand with two dogs of very, very different sizes. Like, this is not gonna work.
And he starts swinging away, and it had to be a good foot over her back. It's the funniest thing. So, by the way, we can talk about this now because according to Katie, I am triple X. I'm 30, so that's Roman numeral
And Roman
XXX.
numerals.
So I'm using my triple X to talk about dog repopulation. Okay. Do you want to do another saying?
Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about. Okay, next saying. Here we go. Like, I feel like we need to go off on and, like, talk about animal stories. I've had so many animals in my life. I have so many stories.
You have so many animals buried in your
my
parents' yard.
parents' yard. Because we always had pets. Always. And usually multiple pets.
Just to clarify.
But we lived on a main road, and lots of them got hit by cars. And
It's not like her family's going around killing animals.
No. It's not even like that. We've had that property
years and
forever.
years of people living in the country and animals not making it and them just burying them in the yard.
Oh, yeah. There's so many animals buried in the yard at my parents' house. Anyway, next saying.
Okay.
Saved by the Bell. And I'm not talking about the TV show.
Oh,
Although I was a huge fan of Saved by the Bell. Did you watch the show?
Saved by the Bell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you had a crush on Kelly, didn't you?
Kelly was the cheerleader?
Yeah, the brunette, long.
I didn't have a crush on Kelly, no.
Really? Was it Lisa?
Nope.
Jessie?
Nope. At the time, I was crushing on Kimberly, the pink Power Ranger.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, Saved by the Bell, everybody's heard this, like, oh, just in the nick of time, Anyway, what it comes from, and this is really morbid, it sounds really scary, but being buried alive used to be a common occurrence, like I said, centuries ago. Most of these, like I said, originate from like 1500s, 1600s, so a very, very long time ago. So yeah, being buried alive apparently happened a lot.
Are you getting ready to tell me that we bury people with a bell in the coffin and they can shake it?
That's exactly what I'm saying. People would be buried with a string, and it would be attached to a bell. So if you got buried alive, you could ring the bell and somebody would come dig you up. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Will you do me a favor?
What?
Will you bury me with a bell?
I'm not going to. What, whenever you die?
Yeah, no, I mean, not like
or like
tomorrow.
right now.
Like,
I feel like
come on, Bob, we're taking you out back.
Like,
get the bell.
Next time we go to the beach, I'm gonna bury you in the sand with a bell.
Oh my God.
Oh, another really interesting one I found.
Sock it to me.
The saying, the wrong end of the stick.
Okay.
All right, and the history of this is actually, I was like, it's kind of gross. It goes back to like the Romans, ancient Romans. As advanced as their sewage system were, the Romans still had not arrived at the toilet paper stage. They had public toilets, just like they had the public bathhouses and stuff like that.
Okay.
And basically, you would go and do number 2, and there was no toilet paper, but there was a sponge or cloth or something like that tied to a stick that you would use, to wipe with. And so, like, after you got done, and like, so, I guess if you weren't right by it, you'd have to get somebody to pass it to you. And, if you weren't careful, you would get the wrong end of the stick.
So you got people in an outhouse situation that doesn't have electricity for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And they're passing around a doogie stick in the dark. Okay, so third.
Well, it probably wasn't dark. There's probably windows.
Just third possible title of episode 18, Dookie Stick in the Dark.
We cannot discuss our title process with people. You have to edit this out.
All right,
this is top secret Bob and Katie show behind the scenes.
Wink, wink.
You better.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I was like, oh my God.
I really don't think you should read anymore because I don't think you're going to top that. That's awesome.
No, those were the best. I've got some other ones to butter someone up. This was kind of crazy. Like, to give them compliments, to flatter them. It comes from ancient Indians. It was a custom where they would throw balls of butter at statues of the gods to seek favor. They would throw butter at them. Yeah.
You thought that was going to be better than Dookie on the Stick?
No, I didn't say that was going to be better. I just thought it was weird.
I said don't read anymore.
Okay, I'm not reading anymore. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
Those were my favorites.
So, the reason I was looking at Facebook is we have a question.
Rudeness.
from Victoria.
Victoria.
Shout out, happy birthday.
Yes, today is Victoria's birthday.
Well,
and
you're not listening to it on, it's actually her birthday today while we're recording.
yeah, oh yeah, well by the time anybody listens to it, it won't be her birthday
So,
anymore.
happy birthday
But
2 days ago.
Right now, today, it's her birthday, so happy birthday, Victoria.
So Victoria has a question.
Alright.
Here it goes. Victoria asks, if one of your fans may not have tuned into all of your episodes yet, shame on them.
Is Victoria this hypothetical fan?
I guess
Has
so,
she
yeah.
not listened to all of our episodes?
Maybe.
Oh.
Which episode should they listen to first? Well, they obviously need to listen to episode 18 first so they can get the answer of which episode they should
Which
listen
will be
to first.
this current
Right,
episode that is filling your ear holes right now.
Your ear holes with the sweet oral sounds of the Bob and Katie show.
Oh my gosh, we recorded, this is the 18th episode. Like, I can't
18.
remember them all.
18, almost
I
to
know,
20.
I know that both of us
You want me to give you some titles?
I know episode 10 was one of our favorites, where we were talking about our siblings. And,
Oh, yeah, that's the one where you talked about
we-
peeing on your brother in the bathtub and then stabbed him with a pencil or something.
I didn't stab him with a pencil. That was
Somebody
my
stabbed him
sister,
with a pencil.
okay? Yeah, episode 10 was, I know both of us, it was one of our favorites.
I'm gonna have to agree. I think episode 10 was really good.
That's a good starting point. I don't know, like, we have fun every episode pretty much, so we enjoy all of them.
So if this is your first episode and you want to like check another one out, go check out episode 10.
So start at 10 and work your way up.
And at least you didn't like start at episode 1, which episode 1 wasn't a bad episode. We didn't have a title. We didn't have intro music. We were recording on
It was
a phone.
experimental.
Yeah, absolutely. So go check that out. I've got a couple things real fast. I found...
Quick, hustle.
Okay. I found some questions. More questions for
What
you.
kind of questions?
I don't know.
You found them?
They're called oddball interview questions, so I thought I'd give them to you.
More glorious information from the internet.
All right.
So you're asking me these questions.
I'm asking
Is that
you
what's
these
happening
questions.
right
Yeah,
now?
let's see what happens.
Oh my gosh.
What would you
What
do?
are you about to ask me?
Come on, I'm trying to ask
All
you
right,
questions.
all right.
You're killing time right now.
Sorry, go ahead.
Jeepers creepers, folks. What would you do if you were the one survivor in a plane crash?
Oh my gosh. Where did the plane crash? That makes a big difference.
That island with the big smoky monster.
Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously if the plane crashed in, like, the middle of the ocean and you're the only survivor, then I would try not to be getting eaten by sharks.
Swim, don't drink the water, and survive. Pretty basic.
If I crashed on land, I guess it would depend on where it was at. Like, are you on a tropical island somewhere? Are you on, like, the mainland? You know, what? I feel like I can't answer that question.
Yeah, it is
without-
kind of weird. Okay, we'll skip to the next
All
one.
right, go ahead.
What's your favorite 90s jam?
Like song?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can't pick one.
Just pick one.
I can't.
Come on. Was that R. Kelly song from the 90s?
The fly,
I believe I
Yeah.
can fly. That song. that was pretty
everybody
good.
liked that song.
Space
okay?
Jam, baby.
Everybody liked that song.
He nosedived into bad trouble, didn't he? He ended up peeing on some people.
Yeah, I think
like
so.
Underage people. We don't want to get into that. If you woke up and had 2,000 unread emails and could only answer 300 of them, how would you choose which ones? This is stupid. You're not answering that question. Let me move
No,
on.
yeah. I wake up every morning with 200 unanswered emails.
Okay, who would win in a fight between Spider-Man and Batman?
Batman. Spider-Man's a little wimpy to
He
me.
is a little wimpy in there. If you had a machine that produced $100 bills for life, what would you be willing to pay for it today?
$1 billion.
How are you going to get $1 billion?
I don't have $1 billion. I don't know.
So you've already wiggled yourself out of getting this money making machine.
I don't know. $100. It
I would-
prints $100 bills. I'd pay $100.
I would
for
pay.
It. How about
I would
that?
pay for with a hug. Okay. What did you have for breakfast?
Cereal.
Yeah, was it good?
It was okay.
Oh, you had them chocolate
I had chocolate Cheerios.
Cheerios.
You bought me this gigantic box, so I'm like trying to.
It was on sale, baby.
Yeah, they're not bad. It's not my favorite cereal,
$1.50,
but
son.
they're not bad.
All right. If you were asked to unload a 747 full of jelly beans, what would you do?
Like, how would I unload it?
Yeah.
I'd open the door and let them just pour.
Fall out?
Yeah,
Fall
I mean,
out.
if it's full of jelly beans, if you open anything,
Would you eat any? Any jelly beans?
it depends on what flavor they were.
Jelly bellies.
If they were Jelly Bellies, I like the toasted marshmallow ones. And I like the, was it cappuccino ones? I like the coconut ones. Sorry, go ahead.
We're not going to sit here and
Yeah,
name off all the Jelly Belly.
I'm not going to
Jelly Belly did not sponsor us. We are not going to sit here and name off every single Jelly Belly flavor. But they are delicious.
That was super creepy.
All right.
You sound like a pedo.
A what? A pedo?
That's how they say it in England, right?
Pedo?
I'm probably offending English people right now. No, we were watching.
You got to be careful. We got a lot of downloads coming
No,
out.
we were watching that show.
Oh, the in-betweeners.
And they would say pedos, like as in pedophile.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so just
I'm sorry, my English accent is horrible, and I'm probably offending English people, and I apologize. I'm so sorry.
I think. All right, look. There's a
It was
show.
a bad joke. It was
There's
a very bad joke.
The garage. I think that's my favorite. I want to start calling the garage, because we call it a garage here. I want to start calling it the garage. How do you say it? The garage. All right, so I know for sure that we have downloads coming out of England like crazy right now, or the UK.
Is it proper to say United Kingdom?
I don't know. Okay, well, here's my question. I'm listening to a podcast right now called Beardwags. And these guys they act and talk a lot like, I hope this doesn't offend them, the guys from the shows, the In-Betweeners. I mean, they're really like vulgar.
Our experience with people from the United Kingdom is
Yeah.
very limited.
Very
I'm
limited.
sorry.
Well, here's my thing. They're kind of vulgar and they talk about weird stuff, but because of their accent, they sound really intelligent.
I
to
know,
me.
like, you could say anything in an English accent, and
And you
it
sound
makes you
smart.
sound intelligent.
So here's my
I mean, that's just how I feel about it.
here's my question. I know that some of you guys are listening. Do we sound dumb to you because of our
Yeah,
accent?
like, do people in the United Kingdom
listen to us
listen
and go,
to us in our American accent and go, oh my gosh, they sound like idiots?
yeah, these bunch
That's
of
what
wankers.
That's what I wonder.
I think wankers is bad. I think that's a bad word.
Yeah, I think it is. Like, 'cause on that show, he was
Yeah.
like, bus wankers.
I think that means masturbation. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But
Yeah, maybe we're like digging this. We are digging ourselves in a hole. We need to stop. We're gonna have like people from
Okay, full
UK
circle, full
revolting.
circle, full circle. I need somebody to let me know if somebody from the UK, because you guys are listening. I know we got to end. We're out of time. I need somebody from the UK to let us know if we sound dumb. Now, I'm not talking about you people here in America. I don't need y'all saying we sound dumb. Y'all on my side. But seriously, do we sound dumb? Let me know.
Any more questions?
Yes. How many people flew out of Chicago last year?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Thousands, millions? Is it in the millions?
There's not an answer. I was just wondering what you thought about it. And number 10, what is your favorite Disney princess?
My favorite Disney princess? Oh man, that's a really hard
Really? I
question.
thought it would be Snow White.
I do love Snow White. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with Snow White.
Snow
You're
White?
right.
Okay, perfect. Do you have anything else?
You put me on the spot. No.
Nothing? Okay. Well, we gotta get out of here. We gotta go to the garage. Bye.
We don't have a garage. We live in an apartment.
This is a 2-bedroom apartment. These people, they can't see us. You're the one always like turning your head sideways. You see what I'm doing right now, listeners?
I'm a
You
broke
see
neck
it?
bunny.
You see it? As far as they know, we have a garage right out front. All right. Bye.
Bye.